Cricbuzz Comm box in the 35th over of the mega contest, and I've got with me Zaheer Khan, veteran of many an India-Pakistan battle, and you can see it's a battle that's being won by India. Would you say at the start, not a bad toss to lose?
Absolutely, I think the wicket has looked good, and it shows the way Rohit also has gone about his business. That's a innings which will be spoken about for the long time. I think he's been fabulous, and the name Hitman, he's lived up to that tag which he has. The same reflects on the strike rate as well. So he's played a superb innings. There's no doubt about it. I still feel that there is little bit for the spinners. You've seen occasionally there has been turn. Imad Wasim has been decent with the ball, playing that supporting role. There has been that two-paced bounce as well. That's something which Indian bowlers, I'm sure, will be looking at. It looks like hit the deck kind of a track. So that's something which Indian bowlers for sure take a note of. I think once again, barring Amir, there's not been much of a help from the other bowlers, even though Wahab Riaz has got that wicket. So once again, is the similar kind of story. Amir and Riaz are making that impact in terms of bowling. But apart from that, not much of a help. Hassan Ali has looked off colour right throughout the World Cup. So that's something which Pakistan team will seriously have to look into, in terms of how they can use him during those 50 overs. But apart from that, I think, a lot will be dependent on Amir and Riaz now, how they go on about it. Because when you have Rohit Sharma in this kind of a form and Virat Kohli has taken his time, it will be interesting to see how these last 15 overs go now.
Also, we talk about decisions from Sarfraz. At a time when you wanted a strike bowler to try and halt things, he got on just after the 20th over, 1 over each from Mohammad Hafiz and Shoaib Malik, went for 11 each. Now, that just shows that maybe he's not quite thinking, or maybe he got tempted by a little bit of turn that he saw. What could be the thinking?
No, I think you're just thinking ahead of the game too much. He was more concerned about that fifth bowler and possibly, getting those overs out. But he shouldn't have been, because, Imad Wasim is actually your fifth bowler who looked good. Shadab Khan, you knew that, okay, he will be in the game at any stage, even though he had been for runs in the first couple of overs. But, that's something which I think he got little under pressure, and you can't really blame him also. He was just trying his luck with using different bowlers, see if something can be worked out, because Indian batting was looking very solid. They've ticked all the boxes very well. Apart from that, possibly a bad running between the wicket incidents, didn't look like anywhere where the bowlers were creating that kind of impact.
And last 5 games have been 3 century partnerships between India and Pakistan, and certainly you have to have a quick word on KL Rahul there, because we said at the start of the show that he's someone who could slip under the radar. We've talked about Rohit the Hitman, but let's not forget the contribution of KL Rahul in uncertain territory, opening for the first time.
Well, he's a pure opener. So I mean, by that regard, now you can't say that he was not equipped to deal with the situation. But what is important is that partnership. So in a high pressure game like this, when you do things right in the first 15 overs or so, you set that tone for the match, and they certainly did. So Rohit and KL Rahul both looked very good. KL especially took his time, and Rohit understood the situation. It was Shikhar Dhawan. Usually you will see that he's been the aggressor, and Rohit taking his time, but he took more responsibility upon himself, that okay, now KL Rahul is going to be opening with me, so I'm okay to take that added responsibility and go after the bowling. And that's what possibly you've seen today, that Rohit walked in the match taking that more responsibility of being aggressor rather than playing his usual game. So I mean, that's something is very special, and that's why I think this inning is going to be rated highly, because he actually has altered his game today. This is not something how he has been building his innings. He was building those less dot ball percentage, and taking those singles very well, and being proactive with the game.
Yes, and also, of course, it's the highest score in an India-Pakistan World Cup encounter by Rohit Sharma. A quick one to finish with. We saw visuals of a certain Hardik Pandya. Already got the gloves on. Forget the pads. So we know, I don't think it's any secret what India's strategy is going to be. What score are you looking at with someone like Hardik to come?
Well, 14 overs of pace for sure. I think that's something has certainly been playing on Sarfaraz's mind, that he wants to finish strong. It doesn't matter what kind of every run scored is that much less to chase. So that's something which is on his mind. Hardik is someone should come into bat now, because he's in good form. He's got that power and hitting ability. So that's something which Indian team and the think tank would definitely be thinking of. So that's something which you'll see now. But it's important from India's point of view that Rohit Sharma also stays there, because I still feel that the wicket has given enough signs that the bowlers can still have that impact. You've seen Pakistan do that against Australia, when they kind of restricted them to a total which was looking on the higher side, but they managed to save those 40-50 runs. Pakistan would like to now take that kind of approach, but from India's point of view,
350? 350?
On the card for sure from this kind of platform. So you'll definitely hope that they score 120 runs minimum. So with that also gets them to 335. So that's something which is the minimum from here you can expect.
Yep, so it looks like ominous signs for Pakistan. Possibly a 350, possibly even. And you heard it here on Cricbuzz Comm box. Another double for Rohit maybe?